going on, guys? What's going on? This is Miguel Punch Fitness Center, back again for our Punch 2021 workout. 20-minute workouts for 21 days straight. So for today's workout, we're gonna hit the abs. So we're gonna do straight up abdominal exercises today. We got 2 minutes of each exercise. So we're gonna do about 6, maybe 7 different exercises, 2-minute rounds. We're gonna do 1 minute each. So we're kind of going boxing style today, punch stick, boxing based workouts. So we'll do 2-minute rounds, 1 minute rest. We're gonna finish up with a 2-minute plank. So I'm letting you know right now, it's gonna get tough at the end there. So you see me sitting down, most of our exercises will be on a supine position on your back. So we're gonna straight up hit the abs today. Like I said, I'm gonna hit that clock. You see the 20-minute clock right behind me. Before I do that, I want to take you through a few stretches. So I want to loosen up the back a little bit. So we're going to bring those knees up. We'll rotate side to side. It's good to do some dynamic stretches for your lower back before you start any abdominal exercises. And we'll get a few going here. About 10 to 20 reps should do. I'm also going to pull my knees into my chest, sit up, reach forward. We'll do that a few times. Loosen that back up a bit. Also get those hamstrings. Kind of see where get a feel for where your mobility will be. I'm gonna add some modifications along the way, help you out. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna do one more here. What I'm gonna do is wanna sit back on my heels there, like a child pose there, and I wanna follow that up, drop my hips down, get that cobra stretch. We'll go back and forth. I got my knees shoulder width apart. I wanna sit back, sink into my stretch a bit, then I wanna move forward and then drop the hips down, get the hip flexors as well. Go for about 10 reps here. That'll work. That'll work. One more. Alrighty. Let's get into it, shall we? So we're gonna hop right into the first one. So we'll do this as I go along. We're gonna do this exercise. I'll explain to you as we go along. So let's start the clock here. So your first exercise, we're gonna do sit-up punches. So we're gonna lay on your back here. I want you to do sit-up, plant your left foot on the ground. Once you get to this position, I'm gonna throw a punch with the right hand. So just twist my wrist, punch forward, and I'm gonna keep switching. I'll go back. When I go back, keep my lower back pressed on the ground, abs crunched in, come back up, and I'll switch sides. And I wanna keep alternating from there. Feel free, you got some set of dumbbells. You can grab those and get a little shoulder workout as well. But I really wanted to focus on the abs today. So I want to get more extension, rotation on my torso, and extension on my arm. So I get those obliques in as well. Sometimes the weight can slow down that process. So just want to work on a little bit more mobility for today. Really taking the time to plant that foot so I can come up just a couple more inches, get a little bit more on that sit up, get a little bit more rotation on there as well. You have 20 seconds left, guys. 10 seconds. they get a minute of rest in between each one. We're kind of doing the one and done today, so once you've knocked this out, that's why we did 2 minutes straight. We'll move on to the next exercise. So next one, similar position. While you recover there,
I'm gonna maintain my crunch position, like I'm doing a crunch here, and I want a side tap, so I'm tapping the side of my ankle there. I'm keeping flexion in my abs, and I'm just doing a little side to side movement, working on those obliques, working on those stabilizers of my core, just kind of holding that position there for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is quite a bit, so take your time. You can loosen up that back once again. Use that minute accordingly, depending on how you feel. So I'm gonna place my feet shoulder width apart, shake it off a little bit, maintain that crunch position, and reach over. And we'll get those side taps as well. Now it's up to you. I train my neck, so I have a little more strength on my neck. But if this bothers you, I'm trying to keep my gaze upward. I can bring my hand, support my neck there, and I can go with a side crunch from there as well. Either way works. I kind of like the fact that I am in a neutral position in my neck, working on the stabilizer muscles of my neck as well. It's important for boxing, so I just kind of ingrained in my head to work my neck as well. Also just want to keep your jaw nice and clenched and firm. I know I'm talking to you, but you should just clench that jaw, keep everything in line. Well, once again, if you want to just focus on the abdominal movement, I can go right here, no problem. You can take one side, go here if you want a half and half support there. That's also efficient. I can go here. Or not, you just keep going. We have 30 seconds left, guys. Seconds. 10 seconds. We're gonna try to keep that crunch alive. And time. Woo, one and done. I'm on my back. Why am I sweating already? Woo. All right, so next up, once again, we're in that supine position, just keeping focus on the abdominals. Want to be lower back pressed on the floor here. This time my head is down, my arms are down, or I can sit on my hands as well, either way. But I want to take both legs straight up, and I want to lower one leg down at a time. Nice and controlled movement. You want to keep one leg straight as you can. If you need to, you can bend the knees a little bit and do that same movement. This is a good modifier right here. So I can bend my knees, do that same exact movement, or keep the legs extended. Whatever will allow you to complete this 2 minutes. So that's the goal. Just to finish, guys. All right, here we go. Let's set it up. Clear your mind. Get the legs up, and let's go. I'm controlling that leg as I go down, using the rest of my core, my lower portion of my abdominals to do the work here as I drive that leg back up to the center. Take your time. I want to keep that head down, looking up. Exhale as you bring that leg up. I'm switching to a little bit of a bend now. We're getting deep into it now. But I want to still extend my leg as I go down. Trust me, you will feel that as well. It's actually the leg lower where you start to feel it. I'll show you one more modifier in a second. So I was saying before, you can actually sit. You got 1 more minute, guys.
You can sit on your hands, get a little bit more support, a little bit more stability as you press your leg back up. Keeping my arms in a little closer to my body will allow for more body control, especially since they're pressed, I'm sitting on them, pressed right up under my lower back, kind of sitting on the hands. The upper portion of my glutes. We got 30 seconds left. Sure, I'll switch back, don't worry. And time.
There you have it. We'll take another minute, recover. We're getting there, guys. Shake it off. So next up, we're gonna go with seated position. So I'm seated here. Nice, tall posture right here. Sitting up, sitting back. I wanna go back to my punches. Feel like working out some boxing-based movements today for you guys. So I can position my feet accordingly, whatever you can keep your upright position with. Want to lean back slightly, and I'll start delivering some punches from here, and I'll go from there. You want that extra challenge, of course. I'll give you modifiers, but I'll give you stuff that can make it a little more challenging as well. I get my legs up from here, and I can go with my feet elevated. But once again, I want to work on really twisting, getting those obliques involved, so I want to keep my legs down on the floor. You can also straighten the legs out and go from here. Whatever is going to allow you to finish those 2 minutes. So let's get into it, guys. See, I'm keeping one hand defensive position as I turn my body to the other side. I'm not punching straight forward. Just for this movement, I want to turn my body and punch. Still punching straight, but my entire body's turning with me, so kind of looks like I'm punching to the side, but really is a straight on punch. Again, I want to emphasize that you lean back slightly because that's where it starts to kick in. And that's why I have a little pause right there. Again, we don't need the weights too much when it comes to the abdominals. So I'm about using your greatest asset, which is yourself, your own body. And I'm going along with that, just being creative about your approach, how you want to train. We've got a minute left, guys. Depending on the tightness of your hip flexors, you may want to lower your legs and go down from there, or get a kind of like a butterfly based position. You go from there, sit up a little taller, play with that positioning. I like to stay straight on because if there's something that's bothering me and I can handle it for the time being, if it's not causing me injury, I want to try to push through there and work on a stronger self. Because that's why we're here, guys. One step at a time, progress. I'm punching upwards so I can stay upright. And yes, woo, one and done. Those were a very slight movement, but I definitely felt those. So we're gonna keep moving on. We got more work for you. We have side V-ups next. So what I mean by that is you want to
Be like a sideline position. I'm kind of on one side of my glutes there. Want to straighten my legs out, arms pressed overhead, and I want to reach up from there. So I'm kind of pushing off of my tricep and my forearm, and from there I want to reach up. You could also, if your flexibility will not allow you to keep your legs straightened out, you can go with a side knee to chest on that one. So what we're gonna do, 2 minutes. We have 1 minute on each side, and we'll take it from there.
All right, enjoy this 10 seconds.
Here we go, and let's get into it. We'll do a minute on each side. Here we go. I'm bringing my arm overhead, so opening up that rib cage, so I'm really getting the full oblique action going there from the lats to the serratus muscle, all the way down into my hip flexors, which is also an important part of your core, which is also why you may feel that a lot when you work out. But as long as you maintain some good flexibility training along with your workout program, you will feel everything where you need to. Getting a big exhale as I come up. Keep my gaze upward. And we'll switch right to the other side. I'll show you from here. Let's turn a little bit more to the side. Boy, that second minute is not like the first. Giving myself a second to pause, go through your rep, and come back with control. Because that's where the abs really start to get the work, is when you control it on the concentric part of your exercise. Or the negative part going back, I want to go right here. Now I'm really challenging those abdominals in both directions. We got 10, guys. Yes, sir.
Oh, there's more. There's more. We have more work for you, don't worry. Let's take a minute. So next up on the menu is a hollow hold touch. So show you what that is.
I'm back on my back. So what I'm gonna do is I'll get in a position I can hold, and I want to touch one side at a time. Hold for a second and reach for the inside of your foot with your hand, with your opposing hand, or your opposite hand. If that, I said, that's giving you trouble, I can do the same thing with my legs in a bent position, and I'll just drive. I'll go here and I'll just drop, bring my knee up just a little, just slightly, and I'll go here, go here. I'm just bringing my knees up just a little bit, but this arm motion and the reach in is really where you feel the core. So let's work on it, guys. Let's go. This one will not be a game. I can also elevate my feet depending on the strength and mobility of your back. I can go here and I'll do it with a more feet up, elevated position so that my lower back is sustained, all pressed on the floor. We got a minute left, guys. I gotta go to my modifier right here. This one got me today. So, you see I switched to a modified position. It's fine. Goal is to keep moving. That's why I want to give you guys different options. Still want to focus on bringing my leg up as if I were to have it extended where I pulled my foot in so that I'm getting that extra activation of my muscles. You got 30 seconds. I can drive my heels a little lower to the ground. I get a little bit more of a kick up. Ooh, I definitely got to build to that 2 minutes of hollow hold, followed by a touch. Hollow hold by itself is tough. But that's why we're here, guys. Work on that progress. Take a minute,
rest it out. Now, last one of the day is simple, but it's not. We're gonna hold that plank position, tie it all together, get that core stability going, squeezing the glutes. We're gonna do that for the final 2 minutes. So take this minute, catch your breath. So again, plank position. I'm on my forearms here. We're gonna do a low plank. So I wanna keep my back straight as I can, shift my weight, shoulders over the arms there. You know I'm buying some time. So again, if a plank position for 2 full minutes, start with the plank, but if it starts to get you, you can always go with that prone back extension and really work on those same areas of your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings. So find which way works best for you to complete this 2 minutes. Without any further ado, let's go. Very simple exercise in that you are just holding this position isometrically, but still, this is great, very great for all of your abdominal muscles, your glutes, your lower back, but it's up to you to engage those muscles. So I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm flexing those legs so I stay as rigid as possible. I'm leaning my weight forward, and I'm also breathing, so a lot of instructions I know. So as I'm holding you in a holding exercise, I want to make sure that I'm taking a deeper breath, breathe into my movements. Now I'll show you quickly this one. We'll start to get you after that minute. You can also go with your traditional high plank position if that will allow you to hold that position. Just kind of play around with your positions here. You can also, like I said, you go here as well and hold that and build that lower back strength, build that glute strength, and eventually you'll be able to complete that 2 minutes. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Still want to maintain that good position here. Still keep breathing. There you have it, guys. Whoa. Shut up, clock. There it is. 20 minutes straight. We got those abs done today. We didn't go too far today. We were on our back most of the time, but as you can see, got the sweat going. We worked some rounds today. Hit the abs every single round. Finished it up. Some core stability with an old classic. We got that plank in there. 2 minutes. So we got it done. Until next time, we're getting closer and closer. 20-minute workouts for 21 days straight. Keep with it, guys. If this is your first time, go back to day 1. Enjoy the entire experience of it. Until next time, this is Miguel. This is Punch Fitness Center, and we're out of here. Punch out.